So welcome back on a lecture on object-oriented programming, and in my last lecture I gave you an assessment to quickly do that you should create a class of cycle that is going to inherit everything a shape can do, and in that cycle class you will be able to create a function that can return the area of the cycle for you. And I also said you can make use of 22/7 or 3.142 for the value of pi. So in case you are unable to complete the assignment successfully, let's quickly do it together. So I'm going to create a class for cycle. It's going to extend shape just like that of the rectangle. Then you need to put your curly braces here, then constructor. And at this point you ask yourself, what do you need to what is a cycle? How can you describe a cycle? A cycle should have a radius, and that is it. So in that case, I'm taking in radius as a parameter to the constructor, after which you can attach a radius to the cycle object itself, and you say it's equals to the radius that the person supply. But do not forget that you need to call the super constructor, which is the of the shape, and in this case you only need to put a name here, and the name of the shape we are creating is what? Is a cycle. Do not forget your semicolon. And at this point in time you can create the area function just like we did for rectangle, only that at this point in time you would now say let results equals to, you can say 22 divided by 7 multiplied by radius, or you say 3.142 multiplied by radius, or better still you make use of the maths module and you say math dot pi, because there is pi over here which is going to reveal to you the same number I just finished typing. Then you can say pi multiplied by this dot radius, okay, and it's going to but pi r squared. Do not forget that radius is raised to power 2, and because it's raised to power 2 I need to say math once again dot power, okay. Then I would now say this dot radius raised to power 2, and that is it. So at the end of the day you need to return out results, and just like this, okay. And that is my cycle blueprint. Because I want to focus now on cycle objects, not on the rectangle object, I can just hit Ctrl mark to copy to comment this, and at this point in time I would now say let's my cycle, or rather let's call it cycle object, let objects equals to, let cycle object equals to new, talking to the constructor that will help me to build the cycle object. Then I need to supply the blueprint, and the blueprint in this case is shape, okay. The shape, so I'm so sorry, the blueprint in this case is cycle, because I'm creating a cycle, okay. So I need to supply a radius, and I'm putting, let me just put a simple number here for now, 6, okay. Then I've created the object successfully, and at this point in time I can of course call area. So I can say let res equals to cycle object dot area. Remember, area is a function, so you need to put the parentheses, okay. And having said that, I can now make use of console.log because I want to log out the area, but I'm going to make use of string interpolation. Then I will now say area of, then my dollar sign, then you want to put the cycle object dot get underscore name. So get name, it's a function, so you need to supply a parenthesis. So I'm leaving a space, and I will say with radius of, so my string interpolation coming into play once again, and once again I'm making reference to cycle object, and I am putting the dot notation here to call the radius. Do not forget radius is a property, not a function, so you don't need to put a parenthesis. Then I'm following it by equal to, then I want to call the area of the cycle. Once again, my string interpolation coming up here, then you want to put rest over here. Do not forget the semicolon at the long run, and you hit your Ctrl S to save your job. You want to come down here, CLS to clear the screen, and you want to now area of cycle with radius of 6 equals to 113 blah blah blah, and you can see the beauty of the entire system. Observe very well that the decimal numbers are getting extremely long. Maybe you just want 2 decimal places. There is a way you can solve that, and you could have just make use of your, what is it called, math module once again, and you want to call on this, we call it floor. And what will floor do is another inbuilt function. It returns the greatest integer less than or equal to its numeric argument. Well, if you observe here, all I know, the descriptions over there doesn't look extremely too descriptive to me, but what I know is calling this math.floor. Let us, okay, did you see? So the math.floor really turns the it to integer, so it rounds it up to you to integer, and that is what the math.floor is doing. Okay, let's say you want a whole number, okay, but okay, then let me give you this as assignment. Quickly look for, you can type it on Google, a function that will help you to return like this very long number into the 2 decimal places. If you cannot get it, we'll do it together in my next video. Okay, I just showed you math.floor that helps you to turn it into a whole number, but you just need 2 decimal places. JavaScript can of course help you out, and you can do it easily. So once again, I want to thank you for staying tuned with me to the end of this your assignment. Meet me in my next video on the next course that we are going to do. Thank you.